Hey, Love Selfers. My name is Rachel and I am the founder of LoveSelf, a gluten-free wellness and education company. And today we are talking about inspiring creativity with food. It's actually the third in our series, so if you missed the first two, you gotta check it out. The first one was a fabulous gluten-free, grain-free, dairy-free, no-bake cookie. The second was a simple grab-and-go muffin. The rest you're gonna have to look it up and check it out. So today we are doing dinner. Well, you can even call this one lunch too if you want to. And we're gonna start super simple. We're gonna start with my favorite, this seems to be a theme, which is the almond flour. You could also use almond meal. If you wanna know the difference, look at the first two videos. We definitely talked about that. Almond flour. Next thing is we're putting in an egg. Now you see guys, I'm actually just using a big bowl this time because this is so easy to stir. We can use our muscles occasionally, right? I pretend I have muscles. All right, put this here. Next thing is yogurt. Now this happens to be goat's milk yogurt because for a lot of people, their bodies are able to digest the goat's milk a little bit better than your traditional cow's milk dairy. If you're completely dairy-free, then believe it or not, there's a coconut milk yogurt and there is even an almond milk yogurt. Just buy the plain one because this is obviously lunch or dinner, so you don't want to get fruit involved in your happy little dinner here. So we're going to put this in the bowl. Now you guys are probably thinking, what in the world is she making? What I'm making is a savory almond cake. That's what I call them. You can name it whatever you want. And the idea behind the creativity in this one is sort of less of what we're putting into it and really more what we're going to put on top of it, or in other words, actually what you are going to put on top of it. So let's start stirring a little bit. You can see here that we have our egg, our almond flour, our yogurt, and it just incredibly easily. The next thing we're gonna put in is ginger and cumin. You can also use coriander, but in this case, I wanted kind of the earthiness of the cumin, and I seem to be on a ginger kick these days for absolutely everything. You don't have to put it in there, it just is one of the things I'm loving right now. Put this in your bowl, and the next thing is sea salt. Just take a sprinkle. It's gonna enhance the flavor of everything, dessert, lunch, breakfast, always have a little bit of sea salt. Next, we're gonna have our baking soda and our baking powder. I already combined it. See, here you go. Put this in the bowl, and we're gonna stir here like crazy. You can see that it's starting to get a bit of that pretty color. Look how easy this is. One of the things with this is you can actually make it ahead of time and put it in the refrigerator and then make your little pancakes when it's dinner. Takes you just a couple of minutes. Now our last few ingredients are the super healthy, fabulous, hearty key to this. This one is dill and cilantro. I chose dill and cilantro. Gosh guys, you could choose parsley, you could choose basil, some beautiful thyme, whatever fresh herbs your farmer's market happens to have, put it in there. All right, so we're gonna do this. Now, I'm sure you're wondering at this point, in addition to, gosh, what was she making, is what measurements are these? Well, one is, I don't always follow measurements. Having said that, I did post the very specific measurements on our website at www.loveself.org or LoveSelf Wellness. Both are posted on there. Look, it's getting this beautiful shade of green. And then our last one, so we can enhance the green even a little bit more, is this is going to add even another layer of heartiness to this fabulous little savory pancake. This happens to be some beautiful spinach, and you can also use chard. It's wonderful. Arugula, just throw it in here. So there we go. Now fold this in just gently. See, oh. Now at this point, you can put it in the refrigerator take it out when it's dinner time, or you can go over to your stovetop, turn your stove onto medium heat. You don't want to overheat these because you want to get them to cook through. And the next thing we're going to do is put a bit of coconut oil into the pan. And with coconut oil, I always say coconut oil rather than olive oil because it has a higher smoke point. Long story, you can ask me questions about it, send me an email. Just for now, trust me, coconut oil is the way to go. We're going to get this melted down just a little bit. Make sure your flame is right. Check it out. Okay, good, 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 good. And we're going to grab our big spoon that we had and just around a little bit. Make sure it melts. We want our pan to be not too hot, but hot enough. Look at that, it's already getting melty and beautiful. Okay, guys. I'm going to do this one more time so it has a final little melt. And we're going to start making our pancakes. Now I'm only going to make one because right now it's just me and I want to eat it. If you have a big family, just use a big skillet and make a number of them. Press it down a little bit. You see here how it's actually going to just start to cook through. It's going to get brown on the bottom, then we're going to flip it over. There you go, guys. See, this is looking absolutely fantastic. So not only do we have high protein, gluten-free, grain-free, we are full of fabulous antioxidants with all of our herbs and our vegetables, and it only took a couple minutes, 2 to 3 minutes on each side. Make sure it's cooked through. Oh, yum. All right, we're gonna give this a couple more minutes. And you guys heard me talk about the creativity in this one is a bit of what was in the almond cake, but really what we're going to put on top of it. So when it's ready to go, you can actually just eat it for a snack, just like this, or if you want to for lunch, what I often do is I add a bit of guacamole to the top. For dinner, especially if you're in a super hurry and you want to have a really healthy, fabulous dinner for your family, take the savory almond cake. Like I said, make the batter ahead of time. Take it out of the refrigerator. Put it onto the plate. And what I do is whatever leftover protein I happen to have, so for example, leftover rotisserie chicken, you can put that on top, and then your favorite salsa. Or if you're a vegetarian, use black beans. And speaking of salsa, actually I'm going to grab this out and then I'm going to tell you about the salsa. Oh, goodness, this is so looking yummy. I wish I had all that salsa right now on that chicken. But all by itself, this is perfect. So we're going to go over here and I want to show you guys, we're going to put just a little bit of scallions on top. Before I have a bite, I want to tell you that this fabulous salsa, use your favorite, or when you go to the website, I have this jicama salsa that I put on top of this, especially when I use protein, that is so good. It has this crazy, incredible crunch and all these flavors. So when you go to the website, look for the jicama salsa to go with the savory almond cake, and it just makes it that much more creative and another option. Okay, I have to have a bite because I'm hungry and this looks really good. Are you jealous? Then you need to be jealous. I have to tell you guys, it has so many layers of flavor. The fresh herbs are off the charts, absolutely amazing. And then the scallions that I put on top, this all by itself is wonderful. Your family is gonna give you a huge hug. Huge hug. I think I might give myself one right now because this is really, really good. So anyhow, guys, thank you. Again, I am Rachel, and you can find me at LoveSelf.org or on Facebook at LoveSelf Wellness. And don't forget, I really would love to hear your happy stories, so please email them to me. I may just post them and, of course, send you a love note. Thanks, guys. Bye.